Welcome my channel English with Nazir. So I am very happy. Are you here? Please introduce yourself firstly. So
Yes,
that would be.
uh,
Mhm.
yes. So my name is Rajpal. I'm from UP, and my district name is Rampur. And I have completed my master with political science. And my hobbies are reading books and dialectics and play badminton. So it is all about me.
Oh, good to have you.
Thank you.
So there is no need to
Yes,
introduce myself. So we start our discussing any topic. So
yes,
yeah, so we are practicing our English. We want to improve
yes,
ourselves in a next level. So most of the beginner they start their journey toward the English speaking. They have a lots of fear, lack of confidence. They feel shyness, and they have a big question about that how to start. So
just
as a
true.
beginner, what would you like to suggest them how they can start their journey towards the English fluency?
Just true. I think I personally believe that before starting, I think spoken English. From spoken point of view, I think we should have the basic knowledge of the grammar rules because generally this is the perception that we not need to command on the grammars and we can speak without having the grammars. But I don't think so because until we have the I think the command on the grammar, I think we can pick up any the book whether it's a class 10th or 12th and we can make the basics very strong and then after that we can start spoken English because I did this, so that is what
Okay.
I'm trying. Yes,
Okay, and are you suggest that like to listening and reading habit that is equally important if you want to improve your English and fluency like that apart for grammar?
so I think initially we should not listen the podcast because we don't
Okay.
understand. Just because first of all we need to compound the confidence that we are able to,
Hmm.
because suppose that like if you are starting your journey and if you don't have the idea about the basic rules of the grammar, so suppose you are watching the podcast, so what will you understand in that podcast if you have the strong grip on the grammars? Because when I start my journey, so I made my grammar very strong, and after
Mm-hmm.
that I try to talk to them, my co-learners, and then watching the movies podcast,
Okay. Okay.
uh, because I think and I think when we watch the podcast, so we should keep the focus on the subtitle. With the
Mm-hmm.
podcast where is the subtitle, because sometimes it's happened that the speaker what they speak, they speak very tough word, very complicated words.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if we are not aware with that, those words, so we can note down them and we can search them on the Google and dictionary. So I think this will be, I think, better way.
Okay.
And I think the writing is very important. We can
Yeah.
write some things on the daily basis, because when we write something, so so it's come to our mind, and it's happened that
Mm-hmm.
when we write something, so when we are talking to someone else, so this reflect on our speaking skill.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yes,
so this is nice, nice talk with you. Like read, command upon firstly on grammar, and then you said you should have to try to speak. So
yes,
that will be, yeah, that will be good for you. But there is two categories of people. I rely upon both categories. Like first one is rely upon the grammar, and second one don't rely upon the grammar. So conversation those both kind of people. So this is a big exception I can say. So I respect both. Both are good in their way. But if you go with the grammar, if you start learning with the grammar, that can take the time in the limit time. And if you go with that podcast and sorry listening habit, reading habit without grammar, method takes too much time. Both the
I think
conditions you can learn
yes.
English. Yeah.
But I always will go with the first one,
Yeah.
because I have I also, as you mentioned, that you have talked to what kind of the persons, but I also have talked, but I have also noticed this, that those who don't have the command on the grammar, they speak very in order, English. They don't know where to use
Mm-hmm.
the is and buzz. I know,
Mm-hmm.
so I think they are not so. Of course, they can speak what we consider broken English, but they can't speak in the smooth way which we should speak. And suppose that if you are building your home, if you don't put your foundation in the well manner, strong and solid, so would you accept that your the house will be strong? It will be no, it will never strong. So the grammar is the a kind of foundation. And like in my case, like when we are talking to someone else who is a very fluent speaker, if that person speaks
Mhm.
sometimes very fluently, I
Mhm.
talk to Jadu, and so he was speaking so fluently, and I
Yeah.
sometimes I was not able to capture his word. uh, you know so what I'm trying to say, like Jadu is someone like who has very good command at the grammar.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
and like if he Jadu is talking to someone else who don't have the the grip on the grammar, so that person will never able to understand what the Jadu is trying to say. so so,
Mm-hmm.
so I think the grammar is important. And I also uh, I can't, believe in that principle that grammar is not important, because I mentioned to you that previously that there are so many YouTubers are there. They are claiming that you can speak English without having the command on the grammars. I don't understand that, what they are saying, because I just mentioned, because grammar is the foundation, and without foundation you will not be able to speak. And so, I never paid attention to the such a people who say that grammar is not important. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
But I spoke both categories of people. They rely upon the grammar and they don't rely upon the grammar. Both I speak very well. Good manner.
okay,
Yeah, this is my experience. That's why I'm telling you. I am apply both the condition. Like go with the. I am right now. I am learning something grammar because I am a amputated aspirant. Like I am a teacher, so that's why I am. This is my responsibility. I should have to learn the grammar rule because being an English teacher, this is my responsibility. And that's why I should have to go with the grammar before I started my journey with the listening and speaking. And I
okay,
heard lots of the people they speak. They maybe they in the first in the initial time they made lots of grammatical error. It's okay. This is the language like that. And if you have
just
a grammar, if you know grammar, so that will be good for you. Your English and your speech, and that become more effective language. I can consider like that. So both are people can speak a very good manner. This is depend on yourself. I am sad. This is my personal opinion about that. If you think grammar is not my cup of tea, so there is no need to think like that. I never become a good speaker in English. Most of the people have a fear of grammar. They not like they not take the interest upon the learning grammar, but still they can speak in English
but
because
I can't
of
I
listening, reading, and like that habit. And you have a take the interest. If you can take the interest upon the learning grammar, that will be good for you. So both are method. This is a two type of method I can consider myself. That is, you can go with the grammar if you want to improve yourself in a certain time period, and if you want to improve your English and want to speak in English, if you are not take the interest upon the grammar, don't worry. Go with the long period, long method. That is listening, reading, and speaking. It's take too much time, more than 4 year, 5 year.
yes,
I
but yes, I would say once again I can't I guess this fact that anyone can speak without having the grammar, because like how can someone make the structure of the sentences without having, because
that is a natural habit. That is a natural flow, like a kid. We if we send our kid in a American parent, like a foreign, they will our kid will be observe that language and try to speak without hesitation. And maybe sometime he make mistake. It's okay. But after having some time period, 4 year, 6 year, he become good speaker at English like a kid.
but
This is a natural
but
method of learning any kind of language.
but I think we should not think to make our English journey as a 5 year plan. Just finish it
Yeah.
in the. Uh, I'm saying that we should not think like that. We should not
Mm-hmm.
make our English journey for the like a 5 year plan. We should just finish it in the either 6 month or the 1 year. The time should
Yeah.
not be more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because because if you are learning any language, you are taking the 3 years, 5 years. So what you will make in your life? Because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is
we can see as a child he grow. That time he listen and try to speak in a first time he can't able to speak in a properly mama papa. He's not able to speak in a proper manner. Sometime he become speak in a proper manner. In a starting period he speak broken Hindi, broken mother tongue, but he listen and try to speak. He listen and try to speak. This is a method. It is a natural method. So,
yes,
but we are, yeah, we are. This is English is not our mother tongue. That's why we should have to learn in a. We should have to create the environment for learning ourselves. So they both are good method. I respect both, grammar also and without grammar also, because I read a book that is one YouTuber that is Sandeep no no, he is a Sandeep Patil sir. I follow him on YouTube, and I watch her lots of videos. And he said all the time, grammar is not good for me. I speak I speak English without use of grammar. Now I am good speaker at English. I get the confidence from him. That's why. That's
okay.
why he said
But
read a reading habit and listening habit that give him confidence to speak, and this is also
okay.
correct. And learn the
Yes.
grammar also correct. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm completely disagree with you because when last time I took the session on the Clippingo because when when I was trying to start my English journey, so I also watched so many videos how to learn the English language. So I
Mm-hmm.
I note down the so many doubts on one page, and when I used to take the session, so I generally ask the same question to my tutor. That's a
Mm-hmm.
sir and ma'am whether the grammar is essential or not. So they each and everyone told me that grammar is the must. You should not make any
Important.
compromise
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
He said that without having the grammar, you can speak, but you will not be so confident because sometimes we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to make.
Correct.
Yes.
Mm.
So I took the advice from those Twitter. So because and you have taken your advice. So I think this should respect to I think the both one of the
No,
person.
no, I am learning grammar. Grammar is important for me as a, before I said na, because I am MP as parent of, I am a teacher. Being a teacher, this is my responsibility. I should have to
Yes.
command upon the grammar, the good command upon the grammar. So this is my responsibility to learning grammar. But there is so many people they don't upon the. But I respect both category. I always said, and I listen to the Asutosh sir also and Karishma Chauhan ma'am also. They are speak very well. So they speak same manner like learning grammar. Karishma Chauhan ma'am now learning. She is now learning grammar. Before she has a lot of subscriber, and this is very popular now conversation video. She said lots of the time, now she is learning grammar. Before she speak she spoke without learning grammar, only listening and speaking. And Ashutosh sir says same things like listening and speaking. I follow them both
Okay.
categories. So you
Okay.
are
But
also good. I have never said you are wrong. You are also doing very well one work. This is also good for learning. And I am a tutor also. I teach my student grammar first. Grammar is important. But I am saying that is some people as don't rely upon the grammar. That is also good. I'm not said this you never speak in English in a good properly. But you should have to follow the reading habit, most important there, and listening habit also most important, but it's take too much time. Yeah.
yes, but
I
I
work.
think yes, if we have just only the one things, that is I think we have to work on this the spoken. I mean, so we can work on that, but because I'm the student, so I have to write the the exams. So I think those like if like there are the like two kinds of learners. One those who are just learning it for just for in the like they have the easier time, so for them I think grammar is not so important, but like in my case I'm the student, so I should keep the focus on the both things, on the grammar, and of course the spoken is the other part. So because I value the both. It's a grammar
Yeah.
because uh, because I think I can't, I guess, because so many learners are there, because they are saying that we are speaking without having the grammar. I don't understand, but either they are, they have the good command, or the grammar, or either, or they are, they are lying.
Mhm.
Because I mean, like someone is saying that that he is speaking without having the command on the grammar. So what we can think about that person? Because like if we are making any tenses, so grammar would supply from that. So
Hmm.
it means, so because sometimes it's happened that people try to show up very intelligence, so they say that they are not applying on the grammar, although they have very strong command on the grammar.
Hmm.
Because like when we say to someone that I'm learning this language without having the good command on the grammar, so other person that is totally rely on the grammar, so that person feel very, I mean, I would say that that although I'm keeping the focus on the grammar, still I'm not able to speak, and that person is not keeping the focus on the grammar, that person is speaking very well. So this creates a confusion among the learners also.
Hmm.
Yes, it may be to someone case, but we should always suggest to our co-learners that we should keep the focus on the grammar. Doesn't mean whether we are command on the grammar or not, but we should also suggest to to if someone is asking to us about the grammar, so we should say that yes, you should keep the focus on the grammar. Doesn't mean whether you have kept the focus on the grammar or not, because we should give the right advice. There is no shortcut
Hmm.
of I think learning this language,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we,
there is no shortcut.
yes,
Yeah, you said very
yes,
well that is there is no shortcut to learning this language in a fast manner. You should have to give your time, your that your time, your money,
yes,
like focus, everything you should have to give. After that, you become a fluent in English speaking. So it's take time, and without giving your time, your effort, you can't become a good speaker at English. And try and don't become demotivate. Try to
just
speak
true,
and try to overcome your fear, and be confident, and trust upon yourself. This is only
true.
formula for learning this language.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And
So we
like
should have
when,
to end the session. So
yes, yes.
yeah, this
So
was a
just tell
very
me,
nice. Yeah.
yes, I'm just asking one thing. Will you upload this session, and when will you upload this session? Because I have to watch
Yeah,
this session once again. When will you upload this session?
definitely I will upload this video and I will send you a link for that. Okay.
No, I'm just asking when will you upload this session? Today or tomorrow?
Today.
Okay, yes. So that is nice, because I will watch it, because I think
Okay.
it will benefit me. Yes. So it is very nice by talking to you.
Okay. Nice to talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.